Do you want to create events for your BuddyBoss groups? Well, you're in luck. Stick with me till the end of the video and you'll see how BuddyBoss Calendar's popular add-on allows you to do just that. Hi everyone, Hakan here from Web News team and thank you for joining us again. We've got a special video for you today. And that's right, it's about BuddyBoss Integration. BuddyBoss Integration is one of the most popular add-ons of BuddyBoss Calendar, and today I will show you how you can create events for your BuddyBoss groups or assign specific events to groups. First things first, we'll head to the plugins menu in your WordPress and manually install a zip file for it. Afterward, we'll activate it. Next, go to the BuddyBoss plugin menu and click on the Integrations tab. In the top bar, you'll have a new option called Make. Click on it to access the configuration settings. Enable the Allow Make Events on the Site option and click on Save Settings. Now, we need to make some changes to newly added options. First option is Events menu, which adds an event section to our BuddyBoss plugin, making it easier to access your events. The second option is Events Groups, which allows us to create events in BuddyBoss groups. The next options, Hide and Show Public Events, perform the important function of hiding or showing your events to users. So, if visitors gain access to your public groups, they can see the events. Another important option is Show Preview, which lets users preview events on the activity page. So, with these three options enabled, make sure to save your settings. Now, we have a new option added called Assign Event to Groups, which lets us assign our events to BuddyBoss groups. But before demonstrating how all this looks in the event creation window, we'll need to define the user roles that can submit events. Here, we've got WordPress's default roles alongside BuddyBoss roles, which are Organizer, Moderator, and Member. I want to allow organizers and moderators to create events for their groups. So, let's go ahead and select those two and hit Save Settings. With that done, let's head to our group lists on BuddyBoss. I've got three groups here: Private, Public, and Hidden. These groups use BuddyBoss's default access permissions. Let's create a new event in the public group. We've got important tabs here: Events and Manage. Events was the one that got added thanks to the option we enabled. We don't have any events yet in the Events menu, but that'll change in a bit. In the Manage menu, we have a new option called Events as well, which determines the group permissions in Make. When we define any roles in the event submission option, we need to make sure those same roles are selected in the Manage menu. Currently, all users in BuddyBoss have the ability to add events. Let's change that to organizers and moderators only. Now, head back to the Events tab. Click on the Create New button, and this form may look familiar. To configure the settings for it as well if you want to submit events from your BuddyBoss page. We have two shortcodes here, FES List and FES Form. You'll need to copy each shortcode onto a unique page and save it. Then you head back here and select those newly created pages from their corresponding option. Currently, submitted events and FES form, or front event submission form, shows the event submission form. As always, don't forget to click on Save Changes here. Now, back to the BuddyBoss event submission section. I'll create a demo event to show you how it works. Put in a title here and a description there. I'll set the event cost at 50 with the currency as USD. Set a date for it. Let's leave the image and gallery be as is for now. Here's a new option that has been added thanks to our configuration called Select Group. This section shows the BuddyBoss groups we have available. When creating an event, we need to manually select which group the event is displayed in. Our group was public, so let's select that. I'll choose a category. We'll leave the rest of the options as is. Let's submit the event. Oops, I forgot to add an event excerpt for it. Now we can submit event. The event has been published. The event we created moments ago is now displayed under the Events tab in our BuddyBoss group. But what if we want to add a previously created event to our new BuddyBoss groups? You're in luck, because that's very simple. All we need to do is head to the editing page for our event in Manaman's calendar. Here a new option called the BuddyBoss group has been added to the Events Details section, where you can choose which group this event is assigned to. I'll change this event's grouping to public group and click on Update. Let's refresh the public group page on our BuddyBoss, and as you can see, the old event has been successfully added to it. But what if we have a user who is just a member and not a manager? If we want such a user to also create events, we'll first need to invite them to our group. Let's invite Alex to the group using the Send Invites tab. Now, let's refresh to accept the invite that was just sent. With that, we are a member of public group and can find it under my group's user menu. As you can see, Alex doesn't have the necessary permission to create a new event for this group. That's because in our BuddyBoss integration settings, we had made sure that only moderators and organizers get to create events. Let's add members to this grouping as well and click on Save Settings here. Important to point out that you also need to change the permission rules inside the BuddyBoss group as well, so don't forget about that. So back to Manage, Events, and change the group permissions to all group members. Now, Alex, who is a member, can also create new events. In addition to this, we can add group filters in our calendar shortcodes. They include and exclude, by group options allow us to show or hide events from specific groupings exclusively. So let me demonstrate this in a new shortcode. Let's call it MEC, and let the rest be for now. In this shortcode, we want to show events that are only shown in the public group. Choose the public group and click on Publish. Next, copy the shortcode and paste it in a new page. Click on Publish. As you can see, the events that we had assigned to the group and the one we had created are both available on the calendar shortcode. Hope you found this video useful, and I look forward to reading your thoughts and questions about the add-on below the video. Thank you very much for staying with me until the end of the video. See you in the next video.